Welcome friends. Today I am going to explain the another problem which will be based on the same principal function generation inversion method, but here we will try with slider crank mechanism. Slider crank mechanism, if you haven't seen in the engines, like in the engines, SI engines, means spark plug ignition process, they here they use the reciprocating engine. In this, what we will do, we will inject the fuel, and it will be when the piston will be compressing that fuel, that fuel will burn in the presence of air and spark. Okay, I am talking about a petrol engine, and then that power will be generated and it will go. So ever wondered like how it will be work, that mechanism will be working, how we will construct it? So here is our drawing. So I have taken the reference of this problem. Here we have given the rotation of the second position and third position respectively with by theta 1 2 and theta 1 3, which is given as 30 degree and 60 degree with the reference. Okay, and S1 2. Now here in unlike the previous video which was given output angles, here output distances has been given. Okay, output distance has been given with respect here 1 and 1 2 and 1 3 was given as with reference to the first point position, how much the second that point has been moved to the second position has been, this length has been given. Okay, so we'll start drawing the slider crank mechanism. So what we will do here, all process are same almost as what we have mentioned in the previous question. Okay, still I will explain this thing. Okay, we will take the same suitable points A. This time will be C1 because it is a 4-bar link mechanism again, but here what is happening that this AC1 lengths are changing. Okay, so this is a crank, this is connecting rod. Okay, 2, this is piston 3, and the fixed frame, this is 4. Okay, so let's start. So as I have mentioned that we will locate the A and C1 points, our desirable points here. We will take the C1 as reference. We will as question mentioned, we will go by 40, and again with reference to C1 we will go by 96 mm respectively. Okay, we will again take the A as a reference center, and we will draw the arcs like this to here up to your desirable location. Okay, and we will take this point again, draw the arc like this. Okay, it's not looking okay. Correct. It's okay. Now what we will do, we will again join this C1 and C. We will mark those points. Means in the previous questions what input angles was given with respect to the first position. We will same copy. We will copy those steps here. We will take the first C1 point. Here it is horizontal. Sometimes eccentricity angle will be given, like A1 will be not in A1 C1 will be not in the same plane. So what we will do in that case? So always remember our AC here, our question, our eccentricity means what? Our A and C here was not is in a straight line, they are collinear. So the eccentricity distance means this distance is 0. Okay, here it is 0, but in questions they means sometimes in a practical situation eccentricity it's needed to be provided. Okay, So our like some if our if our C is here, so our A may be here. Okay, our A may be here. Some point A may be here. Okay, A may be here. So that this distance at that time will be mattering, but it won't change our procedure. Okay, just to tell you, okay, that sometimes the A means not every time our AC1 will be lying on the same line. So AC1 will be as in here it is same line. So we took AC1 as our reference. We rotated again the our AC2 by up to C2 dash by 30 degrees and 60 AC3 by 60 AC3 by 60 degrees, and we joined AC3 dash AC3 dash A and AC2 dash here. Okay, and we will as we have taken C1 as reference, we will join this and this. I will delete this to see this is these are dotted line. Okay, now again the same procedure. We will draw the perpendicular bisectors of C1 C3 dash C1 and C3 dash and C1 C2 dash. Again we will extend it and join up to B1. We connect A1B AB1 and B1 C1, and this is our link is, and you can give any shape to the piston as requirement says. Okay, as the requirement says, we have to draw the suitable dimensions of piston. So this is our I took some rough dimension of the piston, and I draw into this apparent position C here. Means input our given input angle. So we have almost drew this. Okay. So as all the links are rigid body, so in this mechanism will keep the again the relative positions in this mechanism won't change because it is a rigid body. I mean, so the mechanism is not a rigid body, but the links are rigid. Okay. So what dimensions I have got? Yeah, our one thing for what dimensions, our dimensions are in mm. Scale is taken as 1:1. Okay. So what dimensions I got here? Our these are the steps. Okay. So in the end we got the AB1 length is 74, B1 C1 83 and A1 C1 25. Okay, so I will explain the last problem in the next video. Till then, bye. Thank you.